before we started our crafting. Wouldn't be Beltane without a Beltane craft. This is going to be the workshop that I was going to do at the church if we were there today. All right. While we're waiting, I wanted to show you something. You know, we always have the big Maypole at the church, and Carl and I are the keepers of the Maypole ring. This is the Maypole ring and all the ribbons of Beltane's past. Many, many years this has been used. I don't know how long. You'd have to ask Ricky and Jeff how long this topper has been used on our Maypole. But I thought it would be fitting to show it off today so it could still be part of our celebration. We wouldn't miss a year. And I'm going to tie a few ribbons on it so that we have a representation of 2020. All right. Put that down on my workspace. So I'm just going to put a nice lavender ribbon. What we would do is we would put the long ribbons on, and that we'd dance the Maypole, and then we'd cut them all off, but we'd leave the little remnants. So this is some good knot magic. Everybody take a deep breath and put your best Beltane wishes into this knot. And again. And a third time. There we go. We have added a ribbon for Beltane 2020 onto our Maypole topper. Excellent. And we will put that away for next year, because next year we'll be actually dancing the Maypole. For sure. All right. I hope everybody found a stick of some sort. And some ribbons or strings or yarn. I got a lot of stuff here. I got my glue gun plugged in, ready to go. But if you don't have a glue gun, you could use some tacky glue. I hope you found a stick. You could be using a dowel like this. You could use a pencil. The eraser makes it easy to put the tack in. This is a crochet hook. It's a size 10.5 Afghan crochet hook. Now it's made of metal, so I wouldn't be able to get the tack in, but Carl helped me get the stopper off of it, and I think he also helped me get a little hole in the end, so I think I can maneuver it in such a way that I can use it. Now, if I make myself a Beltane wand out of this crochet hook, and then I use this crochet hook to, say, crochet one of these candle cozies, I could be infusing the Beltane fire, the energy of the Beltane fire, into a candle like this. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a lot of things that I'm going to bring back to CUUPs once we meet together again. A new wish bowl for the altar, a new candle for the altar, infused with all the energies that we've shared during these hard times. All right. But I think for my demonstration I'll use the dowel, because that's probably what most of you have, some sort of stick. We'll start by talking about our various ingredients. Oh, and how I got this idea. 2 years ago, Jen made personal maypoles as a craft for Beltane. And the dowels were on a little stand, and I guess what I stole from her was the push pin or tack, keeping the ribbons on, and then she actually was able to braid them in such a way. Crazy. I didn't get the hang of that, but that's why I use it as a fairy wand to dance, like a ribbon dancing. So if you can figure out how to braid the maypole ribbons, good for you. The original origin of maypoles goes back so far that nobody wants to pinpoint an exact time that it started. One theory is that it comes from Germanic pagan tribes way back when, the Maypole. And I was thinking about that. It has to do with their worship and honor of trees. Now think about this. In the wintertime, you bring an evergreen tree into your house and decorate it in gold and shiny things to bring back the sun. And then in the springtime, you decorate the tree or the pole with ribbons and flower garlands to encourage spring and fertility back to the land. I like that. It makes sense to me. Maybe I was there. I don't know. I think Birch was with me, right? Way back when, in a Germanic tribe, when we really cared about trees. All right. So, if you have a dowel like this, you may want to do some decorating on it with a Sharpie or paint, right? And you can just color it, right? Or here's an opportunity where you can put runes on it and sigils on it. You could bring peace. I'll put a peace sign on mine. I'll put money. Why not? I'll put some money on mine. I'll put a heart for love. See? And this is what I did with our example. This is our example. This is the one I made before. I put all kinds of silver and gold sparklies on there as a tribute to the sun. Oh, Birch says, maybe so. I won't say. Okay. Apparently, the origin is a well-kept secret, but we can make it up as we go along then. So, the fact that the church outlawed the maypole, makes me think that the fertility rite of it was right. That we're on the right track when we think about that. The stick itself is the male energy, and the beautiful ring of flowers and ribbons on the top is the female energy. And together they weave the magic of fertility, right? And this is the basic procreation of this earth. And this is what we're celebrating and encouraging at this time of year, because if the fields are not fertile, we don't eat. And we're disconnected from that now because we just go up to the grocery store and buy our fruits and vegetables, but they come from somewhere. They have to come from fields that get the correct amount of sunshine, the correct amount of rain, and we do well to encourage Mother Nature as often as we can. So it's right that we keep these holy days, these Sabbaths, even though they may not affect us in our day-to-day lives. They are still very much important. All right. So you see I have some beads. I have some ribbon roses. I have a little charm hanging down there. It's a little, little swirl, little spiral. So, and my glue gun is hot. I can smell it. Okay. So we're ready to go. So, after you have decorated your pole as you see fit, we want to make a little hole in the top. It's a good idea to make sure that we can get the thumbtack into it. It's nice. It's a nice idea to do that before we get all the ribbons in the way. Make sure that you can get that thumbtack all the way in there. All right, just make yourself a starter hole in the end. Now, some of the things that you can use in the end besides a thumbtack or a push pin, right, could be an earring, a pierced earring that might be a stray, an old one. See that? And then you'll have that set right on the top. Now it's very important to make the hole. Make the hole first if you're going to do the earring, because you don't want to break it. But I think I'm going to use that earring on the top of it. That'll be cool and add a sparkle, right? Okay. So now we need to cut our ribbons. And I have all kinds of colors of ribbons. What would be most fitting for this time of year would be the spring colors, but you can do whatever you want. And the length of your ribbon will, it'll depend on the length of your pole. So you want it to be able to swish around. Let's see what we got. So you want a ribbon about 24 inches, I believe, maybe 18 inches. Let me make sure. Didn't think of measuring it. Oh, I know. Yep, 18 inches. Sorry about that. 18 inches long, and you're going to cut you're going to cut 5 or 6 lengths. The more lengths you have, the more ribbons you'll have on your wand, so it's up to you. So I'm going to use this one, right, as a measure. Let's see how much of this green I got. Not enough. Let's get some of this pretty fuchsia. Right, use that. Cut. So now I got 2. I've got a blue ribbon. Measure, cut. I've got a gold ribbon. I wish we were together to do this. We'll do it again. All right. And cut. And I've got a white ribbon. Let's see. This one's still taped closed. 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 ribbons. Let's do one more. Oh, another blue one. All right. There we go. Now we hold these, we find the middle, right? Find the middle. And take your tack, or in this case my earring, my post earring, and put all your ribbons through. Probably have to do it one at a time. Put them all on there like that. Oh, and this little pink lady is skinny. We got her on there. See how all the ribbons are, the tack is through all the ribbons right in the middle like that? Right. So then when you put it on the end of your stick, you can splay them out so they go all around the maypole. The different colors will be the different sides. See? All the way around. There you go. Now if you, that's staying on there pretty good. But it will even stay on there better when we decorate around it. And we're going to use the hot glue or your tacky glue, right? So if you put a little glue on the side of that, or the side of your tack, then you can put a little bead on there. See? It not only decorates the top, but it also keeps everything in place. I've got a little pearl I'm going to stick there too. So now I've got to, see that? And you can go all the way around, which makes the garland around your maypole. And it should stay quite nicely with the hot glue. If you're using tacky glue, going to have to be careful and let it set up. I'm going to put another pearl. Let's see, what else I got? I've got a little ribbon rose I can stick on there. See? I'm going to go all the way around. Now I hear that tonight there is a place in the ritual where there will be some dancing, some astral dancing. That might be a great time to add some energy to this maypole wand. What do I got? Oh, I got a little star. What else do I have? Goodness. have a little butterfly charm. I'm going to stick that right in here in that glue. See if I can get it to hang down a little bit. It's hot. Hot glue is hot. I'll put a little dollop more on top. Make sure it'll dry clear. There. So now I have my crown. Oh, my heart's going that way. My butterfly's on this side. Why not? I like it. And tonight, I might do some more painting on the stick there. Tonight, when I'm doing my astral dancing, then I can use my Beltane Maypole wand to keep time. And I am going to make that crochet hook one. I'm thinking if you had a wooden crochet hook, you wouldn't have as much trouble. This is an Afghan hook. Make a great wand. I'm going to make one with this. So what do you think? Anybody out there make a maypole wand? Maybe you could put some pictures on What's Up at CUUPs and show it to us. And tonight we will dance. All right. Well, that didn't take very long. Thank you, Yasis. That was awesome. That's an easy craft. It's pretty enjoyable. Fit with the season. If you have tiny beads, you can put the glue on and just dip the end into them. That's something you could do. What else? If you have a big ribbon rose like this, you could cut the stem off and just glue it straight onto the thumbtack and have that as the top. Yeah, with just the ribbons coming out would be plenty. You're only limited by your own imagination. And as I said before, the pencil, this would be great to make one for the kids. This would be the perfect size. And the eraser would be very easy for them to get the thumbtack in, although they still need your help a little bit. Okay. Well, thanks for playing with me. And stay crafty. Pee-wee Pagans are going to do this when we are free to be together again. Awesome. Yeah, we'll use the pencils. And that'll be fun. And then we can have our own dance. All right. Okay, enjoy the rest of your Beltane. Bye.